Standard 6th, Subject Maths, Chapter 9, HCF LCM. Practice set 25. Today you are going to learn how to find the LCM. So let's have a look at an example. Find the LCM of 13 and 6. So students, to find the LCM, that is lowest common multiple, you have to first write the table which are also called as multiples of the given number. So 13 times table is 13, 26, 39, 52, 65, 78, 91, 104, 117, 130. So we have written 13 times table, 13 ones are till 13 tens are. Similarly, you will write 6 times table. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12 and so on till 6 tens are 60. Now, here we see no common multiples in 13 and 6. If you see the multiples, there is no common number or common multiple here. So let us extend the tables. Further numbers divisible by 13 are 130, after that 143, 156, dot means so on. The multiples of a given number continue. Further numbers divisible by 6 are 60, 66, 72, 78, 84 and so on. Now do we have a common multiple? Check. We have got 78 as a multiple of 6 and we have also got 78 as a multiple of 13. The first common multiple. So looking at the list of number divisible by 13 and 6, we see that 78 is the lowest common multiple. Therefore, the LCM of 13 and 6 is 78. So, dear students, what do we have to do exactly to find LCM? First, understand that LCM means lowest common multiple. M stands for multiple. Like in HCF, F stands for factor. So while writing factors, we start compulsory with number 1 and end on that number itself. But while writing multiples, you start with the given number and continue as much as per the requirement till you find a suitable common multiple. So unless and until we find a common multiple in the given numbers, we have to go on finding the multiples. So this is the difference between HCF and LCM. In HCF, we list the factors and we underline the greatest one as the highest common factor. In LCM, you list the multiples starting with the given number itself. And you stop once you get a common multiple in the given numbers, and that will be your lowest common multiple. The first common multiple is your lowest common multiple. So now I know to find the LCM of the given numbers, we write down the multiples of each of the given numbers and find the lowest of their common multiples. You also have learned that the LCM of two numbers cannot be bigger than their product. Okay. So in the previous example, when we found out the LCM of 13 and 6, 13 into 6 itself is 78. That means the LCM of any two given numbers cannot be greater than the product of the given two numbers. So this has been proved. So you have to remember these two things. And now we are ready to solve our practice set. Question number 1. We are solving practice set number 25, which is on page 50 of your textbook. Find out the LCM of the following numbers. You have 5 questions. We have to find their LCM. So remember, you will have to write the multiples beginning with the number itself and its table till you find a common multiple. So let's begin. First one, multiples of 9. 9, 18, 27. Go on till the table. Go on with the table till you reach a common multiple. So usually we write till table of 9 tens are. Any number into 10, whatever you give, so that much we can write first. So 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18, 9 threes are 27, and so on till 9 tens are 90, 9 elevens are 99. And dot 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 you have to write further after the comma so that it tells us the multiples are furthermore extended. Next, multiples of 15. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. 90 you will notice is common multiple, the first common multiple. So you will stop at 90 and you can put dot dot dot, showing that the multiples go on further. Now, common multiples of 9 and 15, we have 45 and 90. So, 90 is not the first common multiple. We have 45 also before it. So, you have to take 90 or 45 here. Remember, we are finding lowest common multiple. So, you have to pick up the lowest number here, 45. Therefore, LCM of 9 and 15 is equal to 45. When finding highest common factor, you have to write the factors and pick up the highest one common. Here, you have to write the multiples and pick up the lowest one. So, you have to practice this well so that you understand the difference between HCF and LCM properly. Second sum. You have the numbers 2, 3 and 5 in your question. So, you will write the multiples of 2, then multiples of 3 and multiples of 5. Then you will write the common multiples of 2, 3 and 5, 30, 60, 90 and so on. So do we need to go on till 60 and 90? Not required. As soon as you get multiples, the first common multiple, you can stop. So 30 is the first common multiple, the lowest one. Therefore, LCM of 2, 3 and 5 is equal to 30. Third sum, you have to find LCM of 12 and 28. So write down the multiples of 12 and 28 till you identify a common multiple. Common multiples of 12 and 28 is equal to 84, 168 and so on. Now the lowest one is 84. Therefore LCM of 12 and 28 is equal to 84. Fourth sum. We have to find LCM of 15 and 20. Write down the multiples of 15 and write down the multiples of 20 till you get a common multiple. Common multiples of 15 and 20 are 60, 120 and so on. So once you reach till 60 and you find that 60 is the common multiple of 15 and 20, you can put a comma and put dots, or you can go on writing till 2 or 3 more numbers you find. It's up to you. But our target is to find the lowest common multiple. So 1 is enough. Therefore, LCM of 15 and 20 is equal to 60. Fifth sum. Multiples of 8 and multiples of 11. We write them down. Then write the common multiples of 8 and 11, which are 88, 176, so on. Even if you don't write 176, okay. Because 88 is our answer. Therefore, LCM of 8 and 11 is equal to 88. So, our target will be to find the lowest common multiple. And you can stop once you get the lowest common multiple. Alright, so we have finished question number 1 where we had to find out the LCM of the given numbers. Now let's move on to question number 2, word problems. Solve the following problems. First one. On the playground, if the children are made to stand for drill, either 20 to a row or 25 to a row, all rows are complete and no child is left out. What is the lowest possible number of children in that school? Okay, we want to find out, with no child left out, the lowest possible number of children in that school if they are made to stand for a drill in either 20 to a row or 25 to a row. That means the question itself suggests that we have to find a least common multiple. Let's have a look at the solution. If the children are to stand in rows such that all rows are complete and no children is left out, then the number of children in the school must be in multiples of both 20 and 25. So, the lowest possible number of children in the school is the LCM of 20 and 25. So we write down the multiples of 20, we write multiples of 25, and we find the common multiples of 20 and 25 are 100, 200 and so on. So we pick the lowest one, which is 100. Therefore, lowest of all possible number of children in that school is equal to LCM of 20 and 25 is equal to 100. Thus, the lowest of possible number of children in that school are 100. So, we have completed first word problem. Second, Veena has some beads. She wants to make necklaces with an equal number of beads in each. If she makes necklaces of 16 or 24 or 40 beads, there is no bead left over. What is the least number of beads with her? So again you have a clue here. Least number of beads suggests that we have to find the lowest common multiple. So let's look at the solution. Veena wants to make necklaces with an equal number of beads in each such there is no bead left over. So the number of beads with her must be in multiples of 16, 24 and 40. Therefore, the least number of beads with her is the lowest common multiple of 16, 24 and 40. So write the multiples of 16, then the multiples of 24 and then the multiples of 40. You will have to write the tables till you find a common multiple in all three. So the common multiples of 16, 24 and 40 is 240, 480 and so on. We pick up the least one, that is 240. Therefore, least number of beads with Veena is equal to LCM of 16, 24 and 40 is equal to 240. Thus, the least number of beads with Veena are 240. 240 is your final answer. Third sum, an equal number of laddus have been placed in 3 different boxes. The laddus in the first box were distributed among 20 children equally. The laddus in the second box among 24 children and those in the third box among 12 children. Not a single laddu was left over. Then what was the minimum number of laddus in the 3 boxes altogether? Now again you have a clue here, right? Minimum is least, maximum is highest. So in the previous practice set, in the word problems, you always had to find maximum number which was highest common factor. Here you have to find the minimum number of laddus, which is the LCM, lowest common multiple. So let's look at the solution. Equal number of laddus are distributed among the children equally, with not a single laddu left over. So number of laddus in the 3 boxes must be in multiples of 20, 24 and 12. Therefore, the minimum number of laddus in the 3 boxes altogether is the LCM of 20, 12 and 24. So we start writing the multiples. Multiples of 20 are listed. then multiples of 24, and finally multiples of 12. Common multiples of 20, 24 and 12 is 360, which comes first, and then later 720 and so on. You need not go on finding till 720. Once you get the first common multiple 360, for 360 itself you have to write so many multiples. So you're going to multiply and find the table of the respective numbers. So you will have to do a lot of rough work for finding the multiples here. So do it in a working column. Therefore, minimum number of laddus in the three boxes altogether is equal to LCM of 20, 24 and 12 is equal to 360. Thus, the minimum number of laddus in the three boxes altogether are 360. Okay, now let us begin with fourth sum. We observed the traffic lights at three different squares on the same big road. They turn green every 60 seconds, 120 seconds and 24 seconds. When the signals were switched on at 8 o'clock in the morning, all the lights were green. How long after that will all three signals turn green simultaneously again? Okay, so here we don't have much clue like whether it is LCM, HCF, what we have to do. But yes, the question tells us one clue is there. How long after that will all three signals turn green simultaneously again? Means immediately we want to know once they are covered up with the round of 60 seconds, 120 seconds and 24 seconds. After that immediately, when will they turn green simultaneously again? So that means we have to find the multiples of these numbers and the lowest multiple will be our answer. That time the signal will turn green again simultaneously. Okay. So let us check the solution. All the three signals would turn green simultaneously again at a time which is a multiple of the three intervals of 60 seconds, 120 seconds and 24 seconds. So all three signals turn green simultaneously again after a time interval which is the least common multiple of 60 seconds, that is LCM of 60 seconds, 120 seconds and 24 seconds. So let's find the multiples of 60, 120 and 24. Common multiples of 60, 120 and 24 are 120, 240 and so on. We need the first one. So you can stop at the first one itself, which is 120. So therefore, all the three signals turn green simultaneously again is equal to LCM of the time intervals 60 seconds, 120 seconds and 24 seconds is equal to 120 seconds. Thus, all the three signals turn green simultaneously again after 120 seconds, which is also equal to 2 minutes. Okay, so after 2 minutes, all the three signals turn green simultaneously. So that's our final answer. So we found out the LCM for the given three numbers, and that's how we got our solution. The last question, fifth one, given the fractions 13 upon 45 and 22 upon 75. Write the equivalent fractions with same denominators and add the fractions. So this is a different type of question here. We want to find the equivalent fractions. So we have studied previously that to find equivalent fractions we have to equalize the denominators. And to equalize the denominators we need to know the LCM, right? So to find the LCM of the denominators, we find the multiples of 45 and multiples of 75. Let's have a look at the solution. The given fractions are 13 upon 45 and 22 upon 75. So multiples of 45 are 45, 90, 135 and so on. Multiples of 75, 75, 150, 225 and so on. Now you got 225 as the first common multiple, which is the lowest one. So common multiples of 45 and 75 are 225, 450, so on. Therefore, LCM of 45 and 75 is equal to 225. You can stop at 225 while writing common multiples also, not a problem. You do not find a second one. It's not required. Once you get the LCM of 45 and 75, which is 225, you will divide 225 by 45 and 75 to know how you can equalize the denominators. Let's have a look. Equivalent fraction of 13 upon 45 is equal to 13 into 5 upon 45 into 5 is equal to 65 upon 225. Now we have made the denominator 225 by multiplying 45 by 5. How did we find that? You found out just now in the previous steps that 225 is the LCM. So to get 225 in the denominator, you will do some rough work. That is 225 you will divide by the given denominator 45, which is equal to 5. Once you get the answer 5, you know that you have to multiply the denominator by 5, which will give you 225 as the denominator. Similarly, equivalent fraction of 22 upon 75. Now 75 you want to make it 225. So 225 you roughly divide by 75, you get answer 3. That means when you multiply 75 by 3, you get the denominator 225. So we multiply this fraction 22 upon 75 by 3 in the numerator and denominator, which gives you 66 upon 225. So equivalent fraction of 13 upon 45 is equal to 65 upon 225 is your first answer. Equivalent fraction of 22 upon 75 is equal to 66 upon 225 is your second answer. And the final answer, we have to add these fractions. So to add the fractions, we are going to use the equivalent fractions with the same denominator. So 13 upon 45 plus 22 upon 75 is equal to, what did we get equivalent fraction of 13 upon 45? 65 upon 225 plus, what did we get equivalent fraction of 22 upon 75? We got 66 upon 225. So now the denominators are equal. You can add the numerators. 65 plus 66 upon 225 is equal to 131 upon 225 is your final answer. So if we were not asked to find the addition, we were not asked to add the fractions, then we would have found the equivalent fraction of 13 upon 45 by simply multiplying by 2. 22 upon 75 also multiplied by 2 would give you its equivalent fraction. But why we took out the LCM? So that we would get the denominators equal, which would make us easier to add them later. So to complete the sum, we first made the denominators equal by finding the LCM. We also got the equivalent fraction and we also got the addition of the given fractions. So this way we have completed our practice set 25 and we have also completed chapter number 9, HCF LCM. Hope you have understood this practice set as well as this chapter well. Do practice the sums in your book. And with this, we have also come to the end of first term. Okay, so part 1 of standard 6 maths gets over here. Do practice the sums well. So dear students, stay safe, keep learning, and a very special thank you